Blackberry stock short squeeze update. Okay guys, so here we are with another video on Blackberry. I wanted to get this information out because there's a lot of new data on Ortex, and I want to make this quick video so you guys can prepare for next week. So to wrap things up, Blackberry stock ended Friday's session up 2%. Okay, the volume wasn't that spectacular. Okay, the volume was around 56 million shares. That's about a fourth of compared to AMC stock. AMC was like at 210, 220 million. So, the good thing is we were up green, okay? So most of the meme stocks on Friday's session finished in the green. And like I mentioned in the video before, as long as Blackberry found some good support at around $13 or $14, didn't really dip below there, I wasn't really worried too much. So if we take a look here, the RSI just needed a chance to cool off. And we're still above the 20-day moving average, which is phenomenal. So I still haven't sold any of my shares. I rolled my calls over into next week, took the premium, and invested it in some dividend stocks. Okay, guys. So let's take a look at that Ortex short interest data. I want to show you guys what's happening here. So I was kind of shocked when I took a look at it right before making this video. So as you can see, the short interest is down 11%. Okay, the shorts returned 3.77 million shares, with a net change of negative 3.5 million shares. So the float for the first time in a while is below 10%. So there's only 32 million shares still on loan. So obviously AMC short interest increased, Blackberry short interest decreased. Now there's a couple of positive things about this. Okay, the shorts definitely are starting to cover. But the good thing about Blackberry is that it has some fantastic long-term fundamentals. Okay, they're involved in the EV space. They're a software company. But the volume that is decreasing is a bit worrisome. I'm not going to lie here, guys. We don't want to see volume plummet like we see here. So, earlier in the week, the volume was as high as 195 million and then closed out the session at just 56 million. So it does look like a few people are moving on. Now I am still down in this position. Okay, my average purchase price is I believe it's around $17 and like $17.90, something like that. So I'm down a little bit on this position, but I've been holding it simply because I've been generating income with the covered calls. But now I'm kind of thinking, where are we headed to? Okay, the short interest is below 10%, the volume is down. It looks like AMC is going to rip and have a much more upside because the volume is just much more higher. There's just much more activity there. But I'm still optimistic about Blackberry in general, and I really don't mind generating income off my shares because I do think that Blackberry can get a nice boost from the overall EV sector. This is kind of one of my favorite plays on the growing EV sector. You know how much I like how much I like stocks like Tesla, ChargePoint, CCIV. I think Blackberry can be included a bit in the group of those. And it's doing under $1 billion in annual revenue. But if you guys are looking for a higher upside play, if you guys haven't bought into Blackberry yet, I just wanted to warn you that a lot of the volume is down. So we're probably not going to see as many explosive moves as we saw in the past. So, in the past, Blackberry stock, at one point, it was headed towards $20, and now it's cooled off quite a bit. So we're looking for a couple of things next week. We need more volume here. The RSI has cooled off. It's possible that I think this stock definitely trades somewhat with other stocks like AMC, GameStop, Clove, Cost, and the squeeze isn't over yet. Even though the short interest is down, there is some potential here. To give you guys an exact number, there are about 32 million shares that have to be returned. But I will tell you, once the short interest on this stock is like below 5%, 4%, I will be selling my shares and probably reinvesting that money into Bitcoin or into more AMC stocks, something like that. Because, if you take a look here, if you go back here on the exchange history, okay, the short interest, was usually around 9%. So it was never a very highly shorted stock. So it doesn't have nearly as much upside, but I do like the income that I'm receiving from selling call options. So I wanted to touch on that really quickly. If we take a look here at next week, as you can see here, even if you sold some call options, at the $18 strike price, that's around $35 per 100 shares. So if you guys have 100 shares or 500 shares or even 1,000 shares, you could be generating anywhere from like $30 to $300 a week selling options on this stock if you sell them just for next week. And if you were to sell them far out of the money, let's say you sold them as high as, next month. Okay, so if you sold some call options as high as next month, for like a $20 stock strike price, 100 shares, you would generate about $100, and 1,000 shares, you would generate $1,000. So pretty decent income here, and some of the nice reasons to hold Blackberry. So I'll be sure to update you guys on what happens next week. We'll see what happens with this volume. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button to see more videos from me. If you guys are interested in using the platform I'm using here, it's called Webull. You can grab 2 free stocks if you click the link in the description below, or go to investortrip.com/Webull. So that's it until next time, guys. Take care.